Hey everyone, it's October 1st and it's Socktober, thus the reason for the Christmas sweater because I've got some cool Christmas socks on today, but I'm not showing you those on the video. So today in math, you were practicing ordering fractions from least to greatest. Remember, the most important thing to remember is that you have to have a common denominator. And so let's look at our fractions. 1/2, 5/6, 2/3, 3/5. I need to make a common denominator. The easiest way to do that is to start with the largest denominator. And so the largest denominator is 6. And so I'm going to start listing the multiples of 6. And then I'm going to use my number sense to try to figure out what other numbers would go into the multiples of 6. So 5 does not go into 6. So I really need to keep going until 5 would go into a number. So I have 6. 12, 5 doesn't go into 12. 18, 5 doesn't go into 18. 24, 5 does not go into 24. But my next multiple of 6 is 30. 5 goes into 30. 3 goes into 30. 3 times 10 is 30. We know that 6 goes into 30. 2 goes into 30 because 30 is ending in a 0, and I know that 2 times 15 is 30. So 30 is going to be my common denominator. So from that point, you are going to rewrite all of the fractions. So 1/2, let's go back to orange here. So 1/2 equals something over 30. We'll figure that out in a minute. 5/6 equals something over 30. See the pattern? 2/3 equals something over 30, and 3/5 equals something over 30. Okay, those are a little janky down there just because it's so low, but it's all good. So we need to ask ourselves the question, how did I get from here to there? And then whatever I do to the bottom, I also do to the top. Same, okay? So how do I get from 2 to 30? You should have said multiply 2 times 15. So because I multiply by 15 here, I multiply by 15 here. What is 1 times 15? That's an easy one, 15. So my fraction becomes 15/30. Let's do the same thing here. How did I get from 6 to 30? 6 times 5 is 30. And so I need to do same. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, let's keep going. How did I get from here to there? 3 times what gives me 30? 3 times 10. So I do same, times 10 here, times 10 here. 2 times 10 is 20. So my new fraction is 20/30. And then we have our final fraction. We're going to ask ourselves, how did I get from 5 to 30? 5 times 6. So I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Same. 3 times 6. And what is 3 times 6? 3 times 6 is 18. Now, all of my fractions have a common denominator. And so now I can compare and order those fractions. Least to greatest, I'm looking at the numerator, which is the number on the top. So I'm trying to get a different color here. Let's use some purple. I've got 15/30, 25/30, 20/30, and 18/30. 15 is my smallest, so I'll rewrite the answers over here. So 1/2 was the same as 15/30. That's the smallest. And so then I have 3/5, which was equal to 18/30. Okay. The next largest number would be 20. So then I had 2/3, which was the same as 20/30. And then last but not least, 5/6, which is the same as 25/30. So You can see that all of my fractions have a common denominator, and you can see that I've ordered them based on the numerator 15, 18, 20, 25. I will have color-coded notes on Canvas as well. Good luck with your homework. As always, if you have questions, see me in the morning, and I will hook you up with some help. Have a good night.